cut that.
We
Cut that.
We
Cut
that.
that.
That's not staying in the final cut. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so like
Hey y'all, welcome back to Beywatch, a podcast for real life actors, whether you are a series regular or just trying to survive your next full body slate. We are here with Conrad.
Hello.
Conrad is my bestie. He's also a fellow actor. He is also the most booked person I know.
I love that for me.
On set. Like it's not an exaggeration to say almost daily.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I own that. Thank you.
Yes.
You gotta self-submit.
So when I first started, a lot of people are like, how did you get your start? How did you get your start? I have to tell you, I was submitting on Actors Access when I had no business.
Oh my God, I get
submitting
you.
for anything. I had horrible headshots. I'm from New Jersey, so my first like professional headshots were like those people in the mall that used to be at like kiosks that were like, your son is a model. And my mom was like, oh my God, you think so?
I love that.
And they're like, we should do a photo shoot like at this address. They give you an address and they're like, it's only like $3,500.
yeah. For package one.
Yeah. And they're like, do you want the CD? Because things came on CDs back then. And I did like a lot of looks. I will say I did like 3 or 4 looks.
Okay.
Got the CD, got the headshots. They were like, we're going to sign your son, blah, blah, the whole thing. Then
shit.
went there another weekend. It was like in New York City. They were gone.
Oh.
So it was like a scam thing, like where but I tell you what, I got headshots and
they were gone.
They were kind of cute. Honestly, if I can find them, I'm going to put them in here.
Wait, that's like lore to your first headshot, so that's crazy.
Yeah. And so I was submitting on Actors Access in that era. And I lived in New Jersey, but I was like submitting I went through my Actors Access, like really far into my archives. I was submitting for like Glee, with these
mall headshots. Hell yeah!
With these mall headshots, no experience. I was putting like my middle school plays on my resume, and I was like, why are they not giving me a callback?
I feel like pre-pandemic, you were just like, it was different. You know, I feel like you could submit to anything.
This was like high school. I'm gonna age myself, but this was like years ago.
Yeah,
like not pre-pandemic.
Oh, even before before pre-pandemic.
Like a long time ago, I was on Actors Access. I think I've had Actors Access. Ooh.
Find it.
Oh no! I think I've had Actors Access since 2012.
Oh. Ooh. not in like a
damn.
No, 2012.
Ooh.
I think mine was around. Oh my God. I want to say 2014, 2013.
Okay.
So not too far off.
But I will say, like, I was going through my archives and I was submitting for things, self-submitting for so long, like before I even knew what I was doing. But like, you do have to self-submit, but that also leads me to another topic that I don't think gets talked about enough as actors, and it's like just starting.
Yeah.
People are always like, what do I do? How do I get my start? Just start. Like, I think I stumbled upon casting sites. No one was like, this is how you do it, right? Like, this is how you start auditioning. Like, let me tell you the secret to life and becoming a star. No. I like Googled acting auditions like at home.
Yeah.
And I stumbled upon like Actors Access, casting networks, some stuff that's like not really legit. Like, I don't know. There's one like Project Casting.
Oh, I don't remember.
It's like a lot of background, but it's weird. It's mostly like articles and it's like background actors seeking in Georgia for new Marvel movie. And people are like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sure. But like, I don't know. I guess that can work for you. But like backstage, Actors Access, I was just going on there and just clicking around. Sure, it took me a while to learn how to use it, but like...
Yeah, you just have to do your research, honestly. Like, just know, like, what casting sites... I was holding this shit crazy.
It's just really important to do your research.
It's just really, really important. I do think it's really important to know what casting sites you're submitting on. Like, Actors Access, obviously, we've talked about this multiple times for, like, more short films, TV, and then casting networks for more commercial, print. But most people, like, a lot of beginners do ask me, like, where I get work from, and I'm like, oh, like, you know, just the casting sites, the main ones.
Girl, even I'm like, where you getting this work from? You working every beginners who? I'm like, how you doing this?
You gotta set up a profile right, though. But also, another part of self-submitting is like I am contractually obligated to not submit to commercials through DDO.
Because you're commercially.
Because I'm rep through them, so opportunities still fly my way because my portfolio is slaying the game, and then I just loop in my team when I need to, but. I do think it really depends on how you set up your profiles. I think that's really important.
There's 2 things I want to touch on that you said, because I feel like setting up your profile, that's the other thing, is like you sign up for Actors Access, right? You get your headshots, whatever. People ask all the time, like, do I need to have stuff to sign up for these sites? No, but yes. You don't have to have the best stuff. You don't have to have like, oh, I spent so much. My headshot I took in my kitchen on my iPhone with a ring light, like my very first headshot.
Yeah.
Not the one from the mall, like when I actually started doing this and living in LA. I got an Oscar Mayer Wiener commercial off of a headshot in my apartment on the wall with a ring light and a cell phone.
Yeah.
So you need stuff, but you don't need the best stuff. But you need to set these up in a way that is like, it's marketing. And I know it's so overwhelming because when you're first starting out, you're just being told like, I need headshots, I need a resume, I need experience, I need to go to acting class, you need to live in a major city, you need to somehow make enough money to live there.
Yeah.
So there's so much to getting started. So now to be told like, you have to set up your acting profile and market yourself correctly when you're like, I don't really know who I am, I'm just starting as an actor. It's fine. Pick one struggle at a time. You have to, somebody said this on a podcast the other day, they said you have to be so okay learning and starting and like getting things wrong. Like your first batch of headshots are going to be
they're gonna look
wrong.
insane.
They're not going to be right because you don't know like who you are, especially if you're younger. Like you don't know who you are. You don't know what you are bringing to these roles. You don't know what types you're auditioning for because you haven't been auditioning enough to have a submission report or to know I get called in for office assistant all the time. I get called in for funny gay friend all the time. I get called in for like lead lawyer bombshell all the time. So you don't know to get those looks and to get things that are leaning into it. Just start somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like for when I first started out, oh my gosh, I haven't thought about this in a while. Like Baby Conrad. Oh my God. Yeah, when I first started out, I did take professional headshots with I think my mom came with me.
You started like right away? Like you didn't even do like the...
No, we knew we had to take photos for some reason. I don't know who, what, when, or where because I was a child. But I was like, I think we need photos. So,
and I think when you're younger too, you're like, we'll go get them done, I guess. Like when you were older, we're like, I'll take them myself.
Yeah. So we got them done. We got those done, taken professionally, and then we submitted to agencies. And then I got, I think my first agency I got submitted or got picked up and signed by was Sports and Lifestyle Unlimited.
Oh my gosh.
They were one of my first agencies.
What was it? I want to look at, we'll look it up. I want to look it up and see.
Dude, no, they were a great agency. I haven't been
They're still around?
They're still around. They're still great, but they're like very... So here's when it gets into skills because they are like a sports and fitness like agency. And I was athletic. Like I did track and I did like martial arts, but when I was like 13, like I wasn't playing basketball. I wasn't playing tennis like that. I wasn't ice skating, bowling like that.
There's an ad out right now and it's like for a shoe company and every single actor in the commercial is playing the sport full out.
Like they're playing it.
Yeah. Like they look great. Like it's their modeling and they're like hitting the basketball, but they're hitting. I was like, I wouldn't be able to like.
I can't fake that.
Right. Because I've been on set where they're like, hey, can you dribble this basketball and like look like you're, and I'm like, ooh.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever had an audition where they made you show, like, present the skill at all?
Like a skill that I did not have?
Like one that you were like, oh yeah, I play basketball.
Here's my thing. No. I'm a lot of things. I will lie about something on a resume. It will not be sports because it won't even go remotely well.
Yeah.
I'd rather say that like I know how to like wrangle a horse. Like, and you're like, prove it. Because if I don't really do well at that, I'm like, oh, well, the horse, I don't know. Say I can play like soccer professionally and then get there and I can't. You're gonna know. I cannot.
He was a lot smarter than me. I was like, yeah, I play basketball because I did play basketball with like my friends.
You're like, I've held a basketball before.
I was like, yeah, I play basketball. Like, and I was in the audition, fucking like doing the bare minimum, just dribbling, while these other guys were.
Do you play basketball? Yeah.
Dunk.
You're like done. I dribbled the ball once.
No, it was so embarrassing, and that's when I realized I was like, actually be good at your skills, guys.
The thing is, too, is it's so random. Like I've never had an audition where I was like. Oh, I was just about to lie to these people. This honestly happened like last week. Annie texted me and was like, I have this role that you would be perfect for. And I'm really excited and I'm about to pitch you like crazy. Can you ice skate at all?
Oh, I know exactly what this project was.
And I haven't signed anything. I haven't auditioned for anything. So I feel like I'm allowed to talk about this.
Yeah, you're completely
It's a special skill. It could be for Disney on Ice Live, the feature film. It could be for anything.
We don't know.
I was like, no, I can't ice skate at all. Every part of me wanted to be like, say yes and
just learn.
Figure it out tonight.
By tomorrow.
Right. Like you girl, we was about to freeze a lake or something.
Well, people do that and I respect the hustle. Like I am also someone that's like, I'll teach myself how to like fucking fish if I need to.
Right. Also, I think you grow out of it. I think when you're younger, you're like lie on your resume about anything.
That's so true.
And then you kind of do it for a while and you're like, I don't need to lie because I'm getting auditions and I'm okay. I'd rather lie about a project than a skill.
Yeah.
Because I can say that I did something and just be like, oh, it was blah, 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 blah.
Have you ever on your resume?
Like lied about a skill? No.
You got credit?
No, I haven't. And
Same.
Okay.
You
haven't? I honestly, I don't judge people that do. You might get like found out, but like here's the thing.
Scary.
So many people have done that. Like Tyreek Withers.
Yep, a lot of people do it.
Love him down booking. He's in everything right now. Yeah. He did the Jordan Peele movie. Him. He was in. He's in everything right now. He was in Reminders of You, Reminders of Him. He was in I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I know. Yeah, there we go.
He's in everything.
He's in
now.
everything.
He's in He's done a lot.
He's done a lot.
Respect. Love him down. If you're gonna lie good.
Yeah, if you're gonna lie, you're gonna lie good.
Honestly, I have a role that I did book. I got COVID on set. Like I took my COVID test when I got there on set, and it was positive.
He was.
And
what?
It's
positive.
I honestly was like, I feel fine. Like I took one of the rapid ones at home, and it was negative. The one on set. Ding, ding, ding.
Glowing.
I was in my dressing room. Like, I was getting ready. Like, they were like, go ahead and we'll, like, come find you. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to be, like, Bette Midler, sitting in Bars with Cake. It was Bette Midler. Mm-hmm. I was going to be in it. And they were like, babe, you have COVID. Had to escort me off set. It was the most embarrassing thing ever.
What a time.
I had to get escorted off set. It was raining. It was so dramatic. The drive home, I was like, I can't wait to put on a sad song and just cry. I got paid because I did book the role. COVID was a crazy time.
COVID was a crazy time to be working.
But like
insane.
I didn't put that credit on my resume and people were like, you should. And I was like, but I did.
Yeah.
I booked the role. I didn't play the role.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So like, I don't know. And honestly, part of me is like, could I put it on a resume? Yeah. And if you were like, prove it, I could show you a pay stub. Yeah, but like, I just can't show you the footage because I didn't play the role.
Dang.
Also, fun fact, that was, my boyfriend was in that scene and we didn't know it. We met years later. Same day on set.
Meant to be. It's meant to be.
The Lord was like, you need to go home first. I don't know if you're ready for all this. He got COVID. Yeah. So I do have questions here. I asked a Q&A on Instagram. How do I make a more professional demo without professional work?
Stay with me, class. Self-tapes.
Okay, one word answer. No, but you're so right. Well, let's get into this. You cannot use a self-tape if you are auditioning for like a major network.
Yeah,
and
be careful with that.
If you're reading for Abbott Elementary and you like the scene and you decide this is going in my reel, if the episode is not out, you cannot.
That's a big no-no.
Just put that out there because you are putting out scripted material that is not yours to release to the public yet. Mm-hmm. So when we say self-tapes, like if it was for a smaller project, if it was a self-tape that you just recorded on your audition wall from a script that you found online, not Ross and Rachel's breakup from Friends, not anything from Euphoria. Do not pick something that is so popular and then try to redo it. Don't be Jennifer Aniston or Zendaya. You know what I mean? Like pick something random. Write it yourself.
There's so much content online too. You could write your own. Yeah, you write your own stuff.
It needs to be a self-tape worth using. If you don't have footage of you on a major network set, that's totally fine. Most people don't. But don't just upload a self-tape because you did a self-tape last week and that's the only one you have. Like, it needs to be good. If you're going to upload a self-tape, casting already is like, okay, this is not a professional reel, but let's see. Yeah. So you really need to make sure you're putting something good, in my opinion.
Yeah, spend time on it. You know, honestly, if you want to, you can coach for it. And
coach for it.
I honestly am a big advocate for coaching. You should coach if you feel like you want your performance reel to really portray like your abilities and your skills, like get a coach for it, honestly.
If you're in an acting class, ask for a scene. If you've done a scene in class that's really good, ask your acting coach if they can put it on tape. Can you tape it there? I don't know. There's so many places, and like, I don't know. Part of me is like, there are so many places you can pay for a demo reel and like pay to have things written, and like it's just so expensive. And if you don't know if it's going to be good or what it's going to look like, just be careful. I don't know.
You don't need to do that.
When I like first started auditioning for like bigger things, I had an agent. She was getting me like, honestly, in like 2022, I was auditioning for like great things,
like crazy stuff, huh?
And then then the strike happened and something changed.
Something changed in the industry because my auditions. Were different.
A lot of stuff changed after the strikes.
Obviously,
but
like,
I was auditioning for like things that like Love Victor, XO Kitty, like
that was back in the like in-person days. Like everything was in person.
But I auditioned for a Netflix show. It was with Kim Cattrall, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really hope I get this. And I was pinned for it. So if I'm ever pinned for something or I've made it very far in the process, once that material has come out, I have used that before because also I can now label it on my casting site, which goes back to marketing like we talked about.
Smart.
Netflix callback for blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
pinned Issa Rae audition for.
Did you have to ask for permission or you just knew that you were able to?
I just did it after the material was out.
Okay, cool.
So we are saying like you do have to wait like honestly like well over a year.
You have to wait a while.
But I don't know. And I don't even know if like my reps used it. But to me, it was like you have footage of something that got me booked on a huge project. I'm going to market this and try to use it the best way I can.
It's very smart. You're a business, remember that.
But back to like what we were saying, if you don't have professional material, like no, you don't need the most professional stuff. If you're starting out, you can still submit to like reps and stuff with a self-tape reel.
Yeah.
But again, self-submit on Actors Access. Look for these student films. Look for these short films. Look for these indie films. Get yourself
work. Self-submit. Get yourself work.
Even if they're unpaid, like if you're in a position where you're starting out, you can take unpaid work to get the footage.
You kind of have to. You have to pay your dues.
It's worth it. Like, and some people book right away. But I think there are many ways to get footage without booking a job. So yeah, so to make a more professional demo, and honestly, if a more professional demo could be a self-tape demo that you just amped up. Maybe you amped up your lighting, your backdrop. Maybe you're filming it in different ways, different angles, like really, really putting something on tape yourself. If you're self-submitting for things, a lot of people don't like to hear like, how do I get more work? Well, just make your own. I get it because I'm like, I'm trying to book as it is. I'm not getting auditions. And now you're going to tell me I have to sit here and write something, cast it, and film it, and edit it together.
It's a lot.
I don't want to do that. Sometimes that's the new thing is we always tell creators now, like, just make your own work. We're
doing it.
We're tired. I'll do it, but now I have to be a good writer too.
Yeah,
so
you have to be everything now.
So just, I don't know, you can even get a more professional demo by just elevating a simpler demo by just filming it differently, getting more creative with the editing, ask a friend to edit it. I don't know, like so many people are in social media and stuff these days. Just elevate what you can when you can. Use the tools that you have to get forward when you have them. If you're not booking professional work, we're working on changing that. So just amp up your reel and just showcase your talent the best way you can where you are at.
Yeah. Also, always update your stuff. I feel like I always took a long time. Like earlier in my career, I took a minute to update my resumes, my footage, my credits. Like that's so.
You mean like when you would get new things? You would
I would like procrastinate a lot for a while, but I think that was because I didn't understand the importance of like keeping everything up to date. Now it's like on this like.
I think I was jumping the gun. I think I would book something, and as soon as I had signed like the thing, I was like
on the resume.
Like I will say the day I would get home from like set, it was on my resume. I think that works
too, though. That's
if I was allowed, because honestly, most of the time, when you book a show, like a little resume tip, you can put things on your resume that are not out yet. One, as long as you didn't sign an NDA or anything that says like, because most of the time, if the show is already out, if I just booked, what's the show on TV right now? If I just booked The Pit.
Oh yeah, The Pit.
And I came home from set, I could put The Pit. Because then in the role, I'm going to put supporting. You don't know who I played. Yeah. I'm not putting it on IMDb. I'm not announcing my character, especially if you're like, I know for All Mankind, my character was an assistant to another character. So if I were to publicly say that I was playing this character, you now know that the other character's in this season, so I couldn't like say anything. So like when resume tips, so when you're listing things for like TV, film, you usually put lead, supporting, guest star, co-star. You won't put Jack Sparrow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you find that it's really who you know versus actual talent?
Yes and no.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. I was waiting to see what you were going to say. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yes and no. Yeah.
I do think who you know is important, but if you don't have the talent to back it up, then it's not really good, you know?
Right. And I know we're in an age of like, and I'm not trying to shade anyone specifically because I don't know what work they've done and I'll let everyone prove themselves, but we're in an age of social media stars booking lead roles on major network series or major projects with no acting experience while you're training and working and you're like really working your craft and you can barely get called into an audition. So like it is who you know, but you do need the talent. I think those people can make something of that and be stars and have great careers, but I think it's only going to get you so far.
I think I feel like those people, like, happy to get work and that's their hustle, but that only gets them so far because you do need, in this industry, you do need to have talent.
Right. Like, and the work that you're going to get is going to reflect what you can play, right? Like,
yeah.
So I think it is who you know. And I do sometimes say, people always ask, like, what's something you wish you knew about this industry before you started? Talent is such an important part of it, but it is such a small percentage of it.
Yeah, it's not the only part.
And I hope that makes sense, because you're like, how can you say it's so important but not the most important? I think it's just more of like, talent makes up a very small part of the circle when it comes to this career. You have to know how to market yourself. You have to mostly know like how to mentally navigate this career, I feel. So like, talent is so important, but who you know is also important. So get out the house, get to know people.
Network on. Honestly, this comes to networking. Like, make sure you're talking to everyone on set. Everyone, especially on the crew side. Like, you never know who's casting for the next project, who's producing the next project. I'm talking to everyone all the time. Be genuine, be yourself. People love
if you're
that.
shy, like, and if you're shy too, like, I know sometimes I'm on set and I have my headphones in and I'm like, I just want to, like, not even in a way like, don't talk to me, just like, I'm here, I'm probably anxious, so this is how I'm dealing with it. But
Yeah.
you can still talk to people, like, I don't know, when you're in the hair, like, you don't have to like, hey everybody, because honestly people gonna be like, what the hell? But just talk to people, get to know people. Who's your scene partner? Where
I
you
feel like
live?
I'm fortunate enough. I don't have to perform that. I know for some people you have to bring that out of you. Like, I think it's just authentically who I am to
So it's like,
to know someone. Do you feel that way about yourself too?
Yeah. Am I like someone who will walk in a room and talk to anyone? No. Usually I feel like you have to come to me, but that's just because I'm like, I don't want to bother people.
Yeah.
But a lot of people think that I like hate them when they first meet me because I won't really come
I see.
to them. But I feel like I usually always leave a project with a connection of some sort.
Yeah. That's a good thing to have, like, to pin down. Like, yeah, make sure that every set you leave, you have one contact or connect that you made.
I like that. That's a cute.
That's a nice tip. That's a nice tip and goal to have. I'm gonna keep that for myself.
Yeah.
That's
Hold on, write that down.
The more you are on set, the more you are networking and getting to know more people. You're gonna make more friends and connections, and then work will follow.
Yeah,
it will happen.
So work the craft. Make sure that talent is sharp.
Get in class.
Right.
Very pro class, if you can afford it.
I have to get in class. I always tell people when something doesn't work out, or like I don't book something and I'm like, oh, was I not good enough? And I'm like, no, I'm not even gonna go down that road. But what I always tell myself is I would hate to get everything I've always asked for and not be ready for it.
Ooh.
So
yeah,
if I need to be in class more, I'm going to put in the work because I'm doing this no matter what happens. So if I need to work on the craft more, I'm going to work on the craft so that when my time does come for that big moment, which also, like, I don't think you just get one big moment. I think you get several big moments.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
When my moment does come where I need to be ready, how horrible would it be if I was unprepared?
Yeah. Can I trail off for a pick at your brain thought?
Yeah, go ahead.
So what do you think now is different in your audition process, or like your process for auditioning, and, you know, just when roles come to you, hit your desk, like what changed now versus back in the day? Like, what's changed for you? What do you think is working for you? What's not working for you?
Ooh, I'm so interested to see what I say.
Me too.
Because the first natural thing that I thought was I'm far less. The initial thing that came to my head is I put way less pressure on opportunities than I used to back in the day, and I feel like the opportunities back in the day were smaller. Now these opportunities are bigger, and I don't know. I think auditioning has become such a routine process and such just part of my day, which I think is a good thing and a bad thing. I'll get into that in a second. I think it has its pros and cons. When an audition for something really big comes across my email, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I would have, okay, I need to read the script. I need to lock in. I know, I need to go on a Pinterest board and like pin.
Yeah.
Usually it comes when I'm at work or I'm doing something, or I'm like, okay, when is this due? Okay, how long is the part? Okay, when does it film? Okay, am I available? Okay, and I'll get to it when I have the time to carve that out. I'll make my deadline and everything, but I can't give it space in a stressed out state of trying to like fit it into other things, because then I won't get on the wall and feel comfortable, I've already associated this experience with stress. So I don't like to do that anymore. And I think back in the day, it was just because I was so excited to be doing the thing that any audition I got, I was like,
especially when they're big ones too. You're like,
yeah. Especially like you're, oh my God. Yeah, I have to do this right now. I have to get it done.
to do good.
Where's my reader?
I have to, yeah.
What am I gonna wear? What props am I gonna use? And I'm like, girl, you don't need no props. You don't need to relax. And I think so. I think my process has really changed in that way. So I think when you're like in the, like, I don't know, you're always in the actor mode, but I think when you're just auditioning, it's just another audition. And I think it comes from not getting a lot of auditions that you get this kind of comfort. Because I feel like a lot of people will be like, well, you've booked blah, blah, blah. You've booked a lot of things, so you're comfortable not caring about what comes across your email. It's quite the opposite.
Yeah.
It's because I have worn myself out getting so excited about, oh my gosh, this came across my desk. This has to save me. This is going to change my life. This has to, because I don't want to go to my 9 to 5 anymore.
Yeah.
And now there's too much pressure on the audition and you're probably not going to book it.
Yeah. I
didn't start booking until it became like, oh, that would be really fun to do. Okay, it's an audition. Let's throw it on tape. Because then you also give yourself the liberty to do shit you wouldn't do in an audition. That if I didn't feel safe auditioning and I felt like I needed this job more than anything, I'm not going to take risks. My Disney Channel audition was bonkers. I was acting a fool. I was acting a damn fool. And I feel like I wouldn't have done that if I was like, this is a Disney Channel audition. I have to get this. Yeah. So, but I also sometimes I do miss the excitement, and sometimes I do wish that I got that, like, because I still get excited, but it's like, all right, put in the work. Let's hope that I book this. I hope I do it right, and we'll see. And you know, I've been in for this casting director a lot. Versus like it used to be like,
yeah.
Sometimes I miss that like excitement a little bit. Same question though. How has your like process changed, do you think, from like when you first started? Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like now you're in like a season where you're doing a lot of like work, and I feel like it's interesting work because it's work that like you're enjoying. But does it feel different than what you thought it would have been?
Yeah, thank you. I definitely have a different process now. I feel like I used to care a little too much and about over perfecting things. And
right, which is like,
you have to get rid of that. Like, that's not doing you any justice.
I feel like sometimes people are like, well, how acting is like, well, I'm like, honestly, the harder you stop trying so hard sometimes.
Stop trying so hard. I feel like I was doing too much, caring too much, and I kind of just grounded myself and have been just like authentically myself in everything I do.
Yeah.
I think I'm very fortunate enough to work commercially and print and film and be able to do stunts as well.
I feel like within the last year, I was like, oh, you are like a commercial. You booked every commercial you had.
I have so many commercial credits.
Yeah.
I have like a 2-page resume of credits.
Right. And now I feel like in the last year, you've moved like less commercial, which is
and that was my goal. And that was the conversation I had with my manager or our manager about getting more into films, because these verticals, I did some of them and I was like, I can't keep doing this. That's a topic for later.
Verticals.
Verticals are crazy, but I feel like now I actually spend a lot of time on my auditions. Like, I coach a lot. If it's for a network or a feature, I'm in class or coaching. I think finding a coach that you work with well is really, just good. Don't go with random people all the time.
Right. I also, people are like, well, should I coach an audition? Should I coach an audition? And my thing is like, I usually am like, if it's for something big and it's like, there's material and it's for like a lengthy part in the project, if it's an initial audition, coach it. If it's lengthy, yeah. Don't coach a co-star, like a guest star, like I don't even know, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I almost like to coach more like at the callback, but sometimes if you don't get the callback and you're like, should I have coached? Would that have got me the callback?
It is a paradox.
So sometimes if you're gonna feel better about, for me it was like I'd rather just coach it so that if I don't get it, I know I did everything I could. So and then. Because imagine I don't get it, and I'm like, if I would have coached, I would have got it.
Yeah, because I feel like even each audition is so different, and I'm like, sometimes I really worry that I'm doing something wrong, or I'm seeing it wrong. Not that you're doing it wrong, but sometimes I see things differently. We all see things differently when we get a script.
Because you're interpreting it, and sometimes you get nothing. You get like nothing to go
But then your coach is like, oh, there's so much to work with, and I'm like, oh, show me. Show me,
I'm
Mr.
like,
Sir.
Let's find out together.
I'm like, please help me.
What I like about coaching sometimes too, especially if you're in like the callback phase of it, is like a coach they'll ask you questions that they know casting might ask you. So like you'll do the scene, you're like, this is how I see it. This is how I see it. And they're like, okay, try it like this, because casting's going to do that. They're going to be like, try one really amped up, try one really reserved, try one just now throw the lines out, don't even worry about saying the lines, try doing it like this. So I think coaching helps put you in that process where the scene that you have perfected and it's exactly how you see it, it's malleable, and now you're not so afraid to break it. And I don't know. I think it's like making something really nice and then someone being like, okay, now throw it on the ground and let's do it again.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. Being able to do the auditions differently too, just to see if you like what you're seeing and like if it's working for you. Also, sometimes like getting second eyes on auditions, like sending audition tapes to our manager or to your acting coach, because I'm like, I don't know what exactly is portraying the character the best. So like sometimes having a second opinion. Honestly, if you're getting a lot of auditions, I can't be off book for all of them. I will be a cold read baddie, and using cold read helps me get work. Like I honestly don't have the accessibility or reach for a lot of people to read with me.
Cold read is it's an app where you can it doesn't read for you. You record like your lines and it reads them back to you. And
I love it because you can like formulate how it plays back. You can add beats, you can add pauses. So sometimes you're like directing the scene, which is what I think auditions need. But so if I get a script, the first thing I try to do, if I have time and I have that luxury of getting off book, because if I'm not on set, I go down the beats and I'll start filming it just to see how it feels with cold read naturally, and then I'll start working through it. And sometimes I'll spend like hours on one audition. Just to like, honestly, for me, I will spend hours on one audition if it's like a feature or something that's of substance.
Well, because also I think when you're auditioning for like features, most of the time too, like not all the time, but most of the time you have the script. And they've given you the project, so you
read the script.
So many people.
It's not a waste of time. Read the script.
I will say, I have auditioned for projects before where they've provided the script and I have not read it.
I'm guilty as well, but I have learned read the script.
If I got a call back, I was lucky. I'm just. Sometimes it depends on the project, because I'll be honest with you, I read for like a horror movie the other day. The audition was so fun. I like filmed it like really differently. I like put the camera like below me and I like in the scene.
You cooked with that.
In the scene I had to like open something and like be like horrified by what I saw. So I put my camera beneath me and I was like, wait, I ate, and like filmed upward. Play with your cameras in your auditions. It's fun.
Play around.
And I read the script up until a certain point, because there was a script. I had to do like 4 different scenes. It was like a normal scene, a chaotic scene, a sad scene, and then like the end of the movie scene. I didn't want to film the end of the movie scene, or I didn't want to film the beginning ones knowing what had happened to this character by the end of the film, because he wouldn't have known what was going to happen to him. So I didn't finish the script. And then once I did all my beginning stuff, I was like, let me read more. And then I did that like final moment, because I was like, the character wouldn't know that he is going to end up in this crazy.
That's smart.
So sometimes, I don't know, you're just given more material. Like
you're just giving more material, especially if the sides are lacking that. Like read the script for sure. Find as much detail as you can. And also, if the script is lacking any information, create your own information to work with.
Fill in the blanks,
fill in the blanks.
I'd rather have a good audition and be like, oh, I didn't give them exactly what they needed, versus like, oh, that wasn't a good audition.
I'd be spending hours on them sometimes and to hear nothing back, but that's because I love my job and I want to send in something good.
And you also have you're able to do that. You have the time to do that. Like
I have, that is such, that's a big part of it. I do this full time. So that is a luxury for sure. And that is like, I'm very grateful I get to, because not everyone, like everyone has to work and pay bills. Like it's really hard out here.
And also if you're in like the beginning stages and you're auditioning for something and you're like, oh, this is a really long audition and they want it by tomorrow, ask for an extension. If you have reps, ask for an extension.
Like in the breakdown, they'll have an email they'll attach to it to be like, reach out if you have any questions, but you can't directly do it.
Right. Or it'll say like, if you reschedule via Actors Access, it'll ask why. Or if you're declining, you can be like, need an extension. But I think if there's an email in the breakdown, which there normally is, email them and just be like, hey, I can't get this to you on Wednesday night, but I can get it to you first thing Friday morning. Would love to extend it by a day and a half.
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you have to do. And people are like, but then I didn't get the audition in early enough, so they're not gonna book me. Okay, well, they could have stopped. Even if you got it in on time, they could stop watching the one person before you. Do what you need to do good in the audition, in my opinion.
I think it really just comes down to like how much effort and time you want to put into this industry. Like I feel like when I was first starting off, I was treating it almost like a hobby versus like a career in a business. And I feel like that's also what's changed about like my career is I do it like full time now. So I'm putting in the time, the effort. I'm self-submitting every day, all day, from the club, after the club, before the club, during the club. I'm responding to emails in the club, after the club.
I'm like the actors access and like some people are not willing to do that, and I respect that so much because I'm like, yeah, have your boundaries,
I get that. Yeah,
live your life too. But also like I'm gonna ping pong off of one thing you just said, like this being a business, and people forget that so quickly because we're all just so grateful to be like, well, I'm just grateful for any opportunity, and like, well, yeah, this is an unreasonable ask for the audition, but like I don't want to make waves, or I just want this job so bad I don't want to step on toe. Girl, this is a business. Sometimes I'm like, well, I auditioned for this many things this year. I think we can leverage this by doing this. And I think if we pair this with this, I've done this, and this. I want to be doing more roles like this, and I'm very good at this. So if we utilize this footage that I have about my dance class, I can book more musicals. You have to be hands-on in your career.
Yeah, and proactive.
Right, and if you're not, that's totally fine. But you have to be okay with the results that someone else is driving your career.
Yep.
If 100%. Not, don't be mad about the results, but also not willing to do anything.
Every audition I send in, I try to like be proud of it.
Yeah.
Like I used to send in shit on the fly because I was fucking working 2 jobs. And I was
and you're just like,
what
it's,
you're getting.
It's done, and here you go.
But now I'm like, no. I will stay up late.
Yeah.
I will wake up early to do auditions. I will do auditions before I see friends. I spend a lot of time now. But also I do respect people that are like, no, I'm not going to let this affect my lifestyle.
Right.
Which I also
you have
appreciate.
To.
Like, yeah, and I respect that. Like,
you have
but
to have
for
a
me,
life.
like, I really love like, this is not work for me. Like, I really enjoy what I do. So, And it's not, it takes little to no effort for me to wake up at 5 a.m. to do an audition for 3 hours. Period. If I'm proud of it. And the results are showing, I would say. I feel like I'm on track to have like a 40 to 50 gig like, booking rate.
That's
Last year I booked 33 gigs, which for me to even say out loud was like freaking insane.
Yeah.
But
I'm SAG, so I booked like 4.
Yeah, the non-union world, there's work. There's work, guys. I'm doing it full time. It's possible.
SAG eligible. Someone said, do you network? And if so, how? I was going to say like, no, I don't really network, but honestly, I think we're just both so proactively crazy, and almost everything we do
and
somehow
very social
is
people. Yeah.
Everything we do is like somehow related to our career, which I don't know if that's healthy, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, social media has been huge for me network wise. It's not the same as like, I don't know, people are like, you need to go out and go to these mixers and go to these actor seminars and spend all this money to stand in a room with other actors.
I don't do none of that.
If you live in LA, any room you go into is a room with other actors.
Yeah, it's actor on actor.
So I think when network doesn't mean like go to a mixer that you found on Instagram for other actors. If that works, cool. If you're just meeting other people and they're creating projects, great. I think networking goes back to what we said about just getting started. Just do something.
Do stuff.
Going to a class is networking.
Yeah.
Because there's other people right in front of you. Social media is networking, finding other actors, and just even like, I don't know, finding a funny acting video and sharing it with your other actor friends, or commenting on other people's posts, messaging people like, oh, would love to connect. Are you an actor in LA? Are you an actor in Georgia? Are you in wherever you are?
Creating with your friends too. Like you never know where projects are going to end up or catch anyone's eye. And also you never know who knows who. So just create stuff.
If you're on a job, networking is literally just communicating with people and like, oh, what's your Instagram? Oh, where do you live? Oh, you live over there? Like network, just build the web of people who are doing things, because you need to give life more opportunities for things to. I'm sorry, I had to pause for a burp. I had an Olipop before this. Sponsor me. You have to make room for opportunities to come into your life. You can't be like, nothing's coming to me.
Yeah.
You have to give life the chance to bring things to you. So I think getting out of the house does that.
Yeah. And honestly, when I'm on a lot of sets. So I notice a lot of actors that don't do the networking part, and I think that's the difference between who works more and not.
Because we try to do that thing where we're on set and we're like, I'm so cool that I don't even care that I'm here. Everybody cares that you're there. You care that you're there.
You care that you're there. I'm like,
you wouldn't be there if you
everyone.
didn't care.
Also, like everyone's like, I don't know. I feel like I don't view it as like a hierarchy. Like, oh, I'm talent. I'm not gonna talk to you guys. I view it like overall collaborating. We're all friends.
Because also you're probably a PA today. You're probably on set. You're probably number 2 on the call sheet tomorrow.
You never know who's doing what. Sometimes directors are helping out and do freaking art department, like whatever it is.
So I'm like I think networking on set, social media, going to class, just going to actor events, going to like film festivals, and just talking to people. You
really have to get your comfort zone and talk to people.
And honestly, if you are like starting, I don't know, say you're starting out in a new city and you're going on a lot of in-person auditions or commercial auditions, whatever it may be, you're gonna start to run into the same people. So you might as well say hi.
Yeah. I feel like if you're moving from, you're moving to a big town, you can also reach out to if you have a team, and ask like if you can be introduced to any of the clients.
Oh yeah.
My agents have been like, I have a client moving into town. Like if she doesn't know a lot of people, like would you be willing to grab coffee with her? And I was like, absolutely.
Yeah. Like, if you have reps, like who else is on their roster?
Yeah.
usually your agencies will have like mixers and stuff too. So
Go to those.
network in a way that works for you and is like comfortable and fun. Find a little actor community.
Yeah,
It's
find
fun.
their community.
How long did you wait before finding representation? Did you already have credits? I didn't really wait. It was something that it just kind of happened. And this is why it's hard for me when people are like, how did you get your reps? Tell me everything. Because mine was so circumstantial.
Oh, really? Mine was completely different.
Really? I feel like you go.
Want me to go? Okay.
I think I've told this on my story, like on this channel before.
I feel like commercially, I just did the thing. Like, I got headshots taken. I got signed to an agency.
Yeah.
But I was like, obviously, I'm like a little Hispanic boy. Like, they wanted to sign me. But getting into TV and film, I had a different experience. I actually went to acting classes for a couple of years. Then we had showcases, and then I was like, let me get signed.
Okay.
Then I found a manager. So I did take time to be in class for a little bit before I got signed.
Did you feel like you had credits, or were you just in class and your showcases led you to representation?
I definitely had like student film credits and commercial credits, but
Okay. And you got those through self-submitting?
through self-submitting.
Okay.
But nothing of substantial like student film credits.
Right.
And
It was just
leveraging
something
them.
to literally show your skill.
Literally just show your skill. And also like when you are signing with a new agent or manager, they're probably going to send you sides to do an audition anyways. But if you're first starting out, sometimes you don't even really need to have like a show reel. You can literally just, because they're going to see your skills regardless. you know?
Yeah.
They're going to audition you.
I had some credits, but I think I leveraged like theater, and I had worked at a lot of theme parks, and I think I had applied for some like small gigs on my own and got them on like, again, random casting sites. So I had done like social media ads, or I had done like really, small projects. And I think I ended up in a pandemic applying for like an agency.
Sorry, I tried to lock in for that one.
Agency. One day I'm just going to put together all the bloopers where we can't stop laughing, and it's just going to be that.
Yeah. I love that.
In the pandemic, I had done like an agency.
Bitch, I'm getting red.
Agency. It's a very hard word to say. In the pandemic, I had done like an agency showcase.
Okay.
Agency showcase.
Agency
showcase.
Okay.
In the pandemic, I had done something on Instagram Live that this agency was doing that was like a talent showcase.
I was like, just say something.
I was like, I'm going to talk around it. During the pandemic, I found reps literally on social media, and I got signed to their musical theater department because I did a singing contest.
And were you posting, were you active with posting?
Social media. I always liked posting. I know a lot of people don't like it. People have weird relationships with social media. Social media has also become a weird thing that now some casting places like ask for. I always liked posting, so I was actively posting like dancing, singing classes, whatever. So I booked a musical theater agency, and then at the time I was working at like Disneyland, and I was dancing in their parades, auditioned for a local musical. In that local musical, someone wrote a pilot. I booked the local musical. They were like, "Oh, I wrote a role for you in this pilot." By doing the pilot, I met my TV manager, my first TV agent.
Oh, that's so cool.
So she was like, "Do you have reps?" And
What
I
a
was
great
like,
way
"No."
that's a great way to meet.
I still had to audition, and she still had to like put me through the process, but I had a foot in the door already with the agency. So again, it gets back to like, just get out of the house, just network.
Right.
Like that's a form of networking, all because I was going to work. I worked at Disneyland. I was going to work. Someone knew me. They wrote something for me. I did it. I met an agent on set. And that was my first agent. Like, I'm not still with this agency. Like, things, you grow, but just get out of the house.
Get out the house, do stuff. That's what you gotta do. You gotta be proactive.
Yeah. So that's how I got repped. So I think like, here's the thing, right? You can't submit to an agency or managers, whatever. You can't look for representation if you have literally nothing, because they can't sign you not knowing what you can do. They need to be able to make money by you booking. So they need to know that you're going to book.
Make sure that you're leveraging skills, any abilities, talents, stunts, anything.
I didn't have reps, and I was still doing things. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, a lot of the times there's smaller projects, or like, not even honestly commercials and stuff. Like, I filmed a short film, and they were like, "Do you have reps?" And like, some people were like, "No." So you can book things without representation. So don't panic and be like, "Great, now I have to do all this work." Just throw everything at the wall, audition for everything that you want to, submit yourself for anything that you want to, and the things that you book, do them in the beginning.
Yeah.
Say yes to what you don't like. Say yes to things that don't make you comfortable, but like,
Yeah. Also, I want to know, I think it's important to note that when you're self-submitting, apply to things that maybe you wouldn't think you would get, because you probably will get that audition. Because I feel like the Hollywood sees you differently than you see yourself.
oh, 100%. There's so many times when I'll get I'll like see an audition or I'll know that like something like honestly the amount of times I've read for Beywatch and I'm like, this isn't the show for me. I'm not like gym bro, like shirtless. The auditions are coming in. So if you think that of what my headshots and my material are giving, even if it's out of my comfort zone, I wouldn't apply for that. But now, okay, if I see a short film, I'm like, let me apply for college frat bro. I don't know. And like, see if you get it. You might get it. You're going, your friends know you, but like your headshots and your material and what your agent sees and what's marketable right now and what people are looking at in the entire industry might be putting you in a different spot that you may not have seen. So I just be open to different things. If you're not comfortable doing something, don't, but be open to different roles. I can't stand when people are like, I want to like audition for things, but I only want to play biracial, gay, funny male with curly hair. Well, girl, you gonna work once every 10 years.
Yeah, you have to diversify.
We got to act. So put in the work, look for agents when the time is right. I think you'll know. I really think you'll know. If it feels crazy to submit to agencies and you're like, I don't have anything to send them, or go on an agency's website and try to fill out their talent submission. If you can't fill the whole thing out or most of it,
consider that.
That's your answer.
Yeah, I feel like that's almost a better route than cold submitting, like, emails. I feel like I used to do the email route back in the day, but I feel like it's better just to go through their website to see if they're even accepting submissions, because I feel like they get annoyed if they're not and you're sending a cold email.
You can cold submit. I've done it before, and honestly, I've booked. I've gotten reps from cold submitting. But one, you don't know if they're going to read it. Two, it might be inappropriate. A lot of agencies will say on their website, do not cold submit to us. We will not read it. And it's just not like but also like you shouldn't be cold submitting to like CESD. Like you shouldn't be cold submitting to huge agencies, boutique agencies, smaller agencies, which if you're in that spot in your life where you're looking at reps, you'll know what this all means. And if you're not, Google it, do your research.
Yeah.
Go on IMDb. Is it true that you should memorize your sides? What do you do in a short turnaround? For those of you that don't know, sides are your lines. They're the scenes that casting sends you. Here's the thing. Yeah, memorize. I don't know. I say just memorize your lines.
Yes, if you have the time, I feel like.
If it's also like, I've done the thing where I've put the laptop right up and like been like, I'm going to glance at it, but you know them usually. I feel like that by the time I do that, I end up memorizing the lines.
Yeah, that's true. I guess also like you are working on it while you're doing it too. So it's like you are getting off book at the same time.
I think it depends. I think if there's too much material and you're really like, I cannot learn this tonight. I have 4 more other auditions that are also 4 or 5 pages long or 8. I think like use the sides if you need to. There are so many apps. There's so many teleprompters. I've used those, but it really depends on what you're auditioning for. I think if it's something bigger, give it the attention.
Yes, for sure.
Just give it the attention, because if it's something big enough that you care enough to give it the time, why would you not?
Yeah, I also feel like for me personally, once I know my lines, then I could play around with them.
Yeah, I feel like if I don't know them enough to make choices and decisions, I can't really give a good audition if I'm I think if you know the lines, you can free yourself in the scene a lot more.
Yeah.
If you don't have time to learn the lines, maybe ask for an extension or just read off the paper, but just obviously still give a great audition. Don't be buried in your sides.
Yeah,
that's the best I could give you for that.
I agree. I second that.
I think the more you audition to, the easier it becomes to get off book. I feel like I know like literally Aunt all the time, like my roommate all the time is like, how did you memorize that so quickly? I don't know. I usually have to get up and start doing the scene, and it'll make the line stick.
Yeah, I just got off book for 6 pages for my acting class last night.
A
day.
And it's tomorrow.
It's a skill. It's a skill.
So I don't know. Class helps too. So practice makes perfect. But if you don't have the lines, try to do them. If you can get them, it'll help your audition.
Yeah, a lot.
All right, last question. How do you just jump into a role after you slate? How long do you wait? Just like literally right after. I do my slate. I do my scene sometimes first, and then cut and do the slate after. Are you asking?
Because
how long do you put? Thing? Yeah, how long do you put in your self tape between your slate and your audition? I like fade to black and go, or sometimes the files are separate. Your slate is one file, your scenes are another.
Yeah.
But if you're asking if I slate, how much time do I put in between getting into the role? I just slate, turn the camera off, make sure I'm ready to audition, and once I'm ready to go, I go.
Running it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then in terms of editing, if you're doing your slate, the new scene, don't waste a second. The second it starts playing, hi, I'm Conrad Torres. And then blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Cut. into scene.
Don't do that thing that all actors did in like the mid 2000s where we put like the headshot, our name, and then
Oh
it faded into our
no!
audition.
Oh no!
I used to do that.
It's okay. I was a victim too.
Okay, those are all of our questions. Period. I think this was a great episode. Oh, I can't wait to have you back because we need to talk about
There's so much to talk
verticals.
about. Yeah. Oh my god, there's so much to talk about.
I can't wait to talk about verticals with
Yes.
you. I've done one.
Yeah, you got a taste.
I did one,
got
and
a
it was like
taste.
for a friend. I've auditioned for Alpha Werewolf, gay nephew's billionaire CEO husband a few times.
I've been in those ones.
You better have the footage.
I know.
We put a clip.
It's on my reel too.
Yay! Thank you for being on the
Of
pod.
course. Thank you for having me. Always a great time.
On Beywatch.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to edit this. Follow on Instagram. I'm going to put both of our Instagrams on here, and I'll put them in the description if this is on a platform that has podcast streaming. But follow us both on Instagram to keep up with what we're doing, what Conrad is booking, what I'm posting, and there are more episodes to come. Send me your questions. I'll answer them in more episodes. Stay booked, stay busy, and this is your dream. So don't forget to enjoy it. Period.
Period. And toodles.
I need a snack.
I need a snack. I need a smack.